Hello, and welcome to our Spring 24 third edition of Nittany Watch. I'm Michael McLaughlin.
And I'm Mitchell Carson. Nittany Watch is our student-produced digital magazine show bringing you news, sports, and information from Penn State Harrisburg and the surrounding region.
During each program, we present an in-depth look at the people, places, and events that make Penn State Harrisburg and the Susquehanna Valley a great place to call home.
On today's show, we'll recap the excitement of the solar eclipse.
We'll also take a look at the art of decorating graduation caps.
And Caleb Steindale will join us for his sports report. On to our show.
Mitch, did you hear about the egg and basket decorating international students did before Easter?
I sure did, and I got the story on the event. For the Easter holiday, Penn State Harrisburg's International Students Office decorated eggs and baskets.
This event is very significant to the people of United States, and when international students are coming here to the host country, it is important for them to understand the culture of the host country. So, we thought of introducing this to the international student community, understand what is the festival about.
As students worked together getting eggs and baskets decorated, they discovered that Easter is celebrated in different ways worldwide as they learned from each other.
Well, me being an international student and having this opportunity to witness this kind of events on campus is a way for me to come out of the zone where I'm always studying and always focused on doing all those things, and this is very stress busting. Besides that, being an international student, this is like an exposure to me to understand how Easter is being celebrated around the world.
The goal for the International Students Office is to show international students American culture and society.
They all come here knowing about Easter, they know about eggs, they know about bunnies, so it's sort of building on that sort of like big question mark. It's sort of give them something concrete, sort of a thin edge of the wedge into this larger tradition.
Students enjoyed decorating as two worlds joined together. Mitchell Carson, Penn State Harrisburg, Student Media.
Wow, that looked like fun, and the eggs and baskets look beautiful.
They sure did, and it's great to have students from different cultures come together and learn about holidays along with one another.
Speaking of decorating, Mitch, you're graduating this semester, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, recently there was an event designed for graduating seniors to decorate their graduation caps. Let's take a look with reporter Rexa to see what we can see at graduation.
Arts and Crafts is an event organized by Office of Student Engagement here at Penn State Harrisburg. With all the materials provided, students are invited to join and decorate their graduation caps.
Stuff a Plush is just about stuff, so we have stuffed animals, we have 5 different types, and then everybody gets to grab their own stuffing and then take it home. So it's just a little event to kind of get to know other people and, socialize with other people on this campus. It's also an arts and craft event at the moment, so there's painting, you can decorate your grad cap for seniors who are going to graduate this year. So there's also Stuff a Plush, so as I said, you can also grab your own plushie and stuff it. But it's just a nice little time to kind of have a little debrief and just, with all the exams and stuff coming up, just a little time away from everything.
A lot of students are really excited about this Stuff a Plush. There were 5 options: a dolphin, an orca, a brown bear, a bulldog, and a blue dinosaur. I kept calling it a dragon. But they're having fun just stuffing the little animals. A lot of people are also doing landscape paintings, which I think are really nice. I didn't know that was going to happen, but they're having fun. There's a bunch of stickers that people are putting on campuses, making some collages. We've done grad cap decorating last semester and this semester, but we just wanted to make Arts and Crafts Day a little more accessible to everyone and feel like there's something for everyone to do. So it's going well so far.
We decided to do this event just for a little de-stress moment for everybody and to kind of give everybody something to take away for home.
We really just wanted to provide space for students to build community amongst each other and hang out with each other, doing some fun stuff. Low stakes.
I honestly just hope that people, meet other students on this campus, especially commuters, who don't really get the opportunity of always getting to know other people. Events like this is like a chance for them to actually meet other people on this campus. So, yeah.
This is Rexa from Penn State Harrisburg Student Media.
It seems like I better decorate mine as well.
We'll be right back with more Nittany Watch after this message.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Mitch, here at Penn State Harrisburg, the facilities crew is always looking for ways to be greener and save some money. Recently, they changed out the water heating systems in some of the spaces here on campus, and I asked them to explain the change.
This is a tankless water heater that replaced two 55-gallon tanks for hot water for 2 apartments, and it never runs out of hot water. It's gas-fired.
Penn State Harrisburg has recently removed the water heaters in the student dormitories and replaced them with a new, eco-friendly alternative. These new tankless water heaters are said to be 90% more effective as well as safe for the environment. I spoke to Steve Russell from Housing and Food Services about making the switch.
So we put one tankless water heater in that replaces two 50-gallon tanked water heaters. Services 2 apartments, gas, constant water. You don't have any tanks you have to keep hot. It's just instantly you turn on the hot and it sends hot water. It reduces carbon emissions, saves on the gas, energy, and it's more dependable for hot water to get to the students.
Steve also explained how this will benefit students currently living in the dorms.
So you have 4 students in one apartment. They can get showers back to back. You can still wash dishes and you'll never run out of hot water. So constant showers can keep going hot, hot, hot. If you have 4 of them have somewhere to go, classes, they can just all get up in the morning, shower, and don't have to worry about using all the hot water.
I spoke to Patrick McLaughlin, a Penn State student, who is content with the changes.
I think that it's really cool that the campus is installing these tankers into the buildings. If it improves the standard of living for us and helps the environment, I say it's just a win-win overall for all of us.
This is Michael McLaughlin for Penn State Harrisburg Student Media.
That was interesting. It is great seeing the campus change with the times. Speaking of the changing times, Michael, earlier we talked about decorating eggs, but what about hunting for them? Did you hunt for Easter eggs when you were little?
I did.
I did too, and PSH continued the Easter tradition this year. Reporter Matthew Wincoop has the inside scoop of the event.
The Penn State Harrisburg Lion Ambassadors held its annual egg hunt on March 28th in the Vartan Plaza to celebrate the Easter holiday. Despite the vast amount of plastic eggs spread around, participants found them all in a matter of minutes. Each egg was filled with some kind of prize. Jonathan Hamill, one of the participants, explained why he wanted to participate in this event.
Well, it seemed like a fun little distraction, especially after getting off of work here, so I figured it'd be fun, get some candy, get whatever else, so that was my thinking at least. I'm not gonna lie, it did help me relax a little bit, just sort of, I guess adrenaline filled, just trying to rush to get as many eggs as possible, especially dealing with all the tests that are sort of lapsing altogether, you know?
Keep an eye out for future events hosted by the Lion Ambassadors. For the Penn State Harrisburg Student Media, I'm Matthew Wincoop.
Wow, seems like they had a lot of fun.
They sure did. Be sure to keep an eye out for future events held by the Lion Ambassadors.
Speaking of events, Mitch, do you play video games?
Honestly, I do not.
Penn State Harrisburg sponsored an event for all of the gamers on campus. Reporter Zhu Sun brings us the story.
PSH Gaming and Esports Club presents Spring Lane. A LAN event is a big get-together where lovers of games and activities gather and play the night away. We host tournaments, opportunities for doctor prizes, and many other casual game options for students to meet others with similar interests. Everyone is looking for people who share their gaming preferences. Whether you've experimented as a Minecraft player or a Super Smash Bros. Player, or a music game enthusiast, you'll be able to find friends who share your gaming preferences here. There will also be free pizza and snacks for for everyone to enjoy, and there will be 2 raffle prizes at the beginning and end of the event, where all attendees will have a chance to win prizes such as Nintendo memberships or board games, or grips. All of which you need to do is to pick up a raffle ticket during check-in to be in with a chance of winning one of these prizes. Silas Connell is one of the founders of the campaign, and we caught up with her to find out why she's running it.
So we have, so the Gaming and Esports Club has weekly game nights every Friday night at 6 p.m. And we thought to have more of a special game night, we would have our spring LAN. So LAN is like a local access network, and it's something that people who play video games have been putting on for a while, where they hold tournaments and just all come together as a community to have local games. And so we have put that into Penn State Harrisburg, and we have these events where we have food and we have prizes and everything. We just like to create a space that people can just come in and relax. So that's the purpose for our event. So not a lot of people know about us on campus, or they might not have heard of us. We are a pretty active club, even in the esports scene. We do have a couple esports teams who have been competing over the last 2 semesters, and we're really trying to build our club back up to what it was before. And we hope that we can get some more fresh faces in the room. Yeah.
The Gaming and Esports Club consistently holds several events throughout the semester, so anyone interested will have several opportunities to join any future events. Check the Cork app and PSH calendar of events for more information.
Thanks, Shu. Great story. Makes me want to go play.
Well, that's for sure. If you missed this event, don't worry. Keep checking the Quark app for more events.
We'll be right back after this message.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow!
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Mitch, could you ever imagine the sky being both bright and dark simultaneously during the day? The solar eclipse of 2024 showed us what it's like to experience the change in day and night in seconds.
Reporter Jessica Barb recaps this amazing event.
I can't find
The 2024 solar eclipse occurred on April 8, 2024 at 3:23 p.m. It will cover mostly over 15 states in North America, Mexico, and Canada. Penn State Harrisburg students took a glance at the solar eclipse on campus.
I'm supposed to be at work today, but I went earlier so I could go right now for this eclipse because it only happens for like a couple of years or decades. Like every couple.
Yeah, so we came here to watch because it happens every like 20 years or so. I'm skipping class for it.
I wanted to witness the solar eclipse because it only happens a few times in history, so I wanted to be a part of that.
I'm really happy that I got to come here because obviously this doesn't happen every day. So, and the next one's not happening until 2044. So I think it's just a wonderful opportunity, obviously, having everyone here and creating that like campus environment. I feel like it's amazing. So I feel amazing. I feel very lucky to be witnessing this. But yeah, thank you.
The next solar eclipse is expected to take place 20 years from now, so don't get rid of your solar classes just yet. You can never be too prepared for the future. From Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Watch, I'm Jess Barr.
Thanks, Jess. You can never plan your future or what life will look like in 20 years from now, but at least we can prepare for the next solar eclipse in our area.
Michael, have you ever wondered how PSH creates a friendly environment for its police officers?
You know, Mitch, I have wondered that.
With the Police-a-Palooza event, the campus got to mingle with the police and get to know them. Reporter Matthew Wincoop has more on the event.
The Office of Student Engagement partnered with Campus Police to hold the Police-a-Palooza event. This event was held simultaneously with the Student Athlete Recognition event and a Pickle Day celebration. At Police-a-Palooza, several activities were held. The big hit was dunking Officer Pang in the dunk tank. A dog demonstration was also in store, while the opportunity to wear drunk glasses was also an option. Needless to say, it was a great way to bring the campus police and the Penn State Harrisburg student community together to have some fun. Rebecca Ann Klug, the student engagement specialist for the Office of Student Engagement, explained why Penn State Harrisburg wanted to hold this event.
I think it's a great time for students to be able to interact with them, not in a situation where it might be dangerous and there might be something going on. It lets them just hang out with them as people and really get to know them personally. So I wanted to partner with Police-a-Palooza to really work on our community building between the two of them. We think it's really important for our students to feel safe on campus, and we want them to feel safe all of the time. So we thought having a fun event where they get to engage with them would be a great way to help push that forward.
Clearly, the day filled with activities was a hit. Stay tuned for more events like this one in the future. For Penn State Harrisburg Student Media, and for the final time, I'm Matthew Incoop.
What a great way for students and faculty to connect with the campus police.
That's for sure. Before we head over to Caleb for the sports report, reporter Gerline Gruwal takes one final look at Penn State Harrisburg's men's basketball's amazing season.
Here's a recap of the Penn State Harrisburg's 2024 United East Men's Basketball Conference champions. Head coach Don Friday and players Nate Curry and Danye Baylor-Carroll provide some insight into their preparation throughout their championship season.
Yeah, I think on season, I'll answer that one first. I think a typical week for a student athlete in our program is about 70 hours a week. You think about 15 hours a week in class. We try to go with a standard like 2 hours for every credit hour you're in class. So now you're 30 hours of studying, 15 hours in classes at 45 hours. Between practices, 20 hours of accountable athletic related activity. So now you're at 65 hours.
I mean, the biggest thing I feel like is staying focused and also not being too emotional during high pressure times. I know that a lot of the people on our team was very young, and so I know me and Nate been here before, so just setting that example, setting that leadership role, even when sometimes the coaching staff was a little bit emotional. You know what I mean?
We had to come and check down before everything goes hectic.
I think it's really important to recruit quality people first. Like we look for in a Penn State basketball recruit, we look for someone of quality conduct, quality values, somebody that's team oriented.
Character.
Yep. Somebody that's empathetic, right? And also is very open to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
From Penn State Harrisburg Student Media, Gerline Gerwal.
They had an amazing season. We'll be right back with Caleb's sports report after this message.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Greetings, everyone. My name is Caleb Steindel, and it is an honor to be delivering the Nittany Watch sports report for the final time in my Penn State Harrisburg career. Let's dive in. We will begin on the baseball diamond, where the Harrisburg Lions have a commanding lead in the Vault Division of the United East Conference. The team is 22-7 overall and 9-0 in the conference, 4 games over the second-place team, Penn State Abington. They've won 6 of their last 7, including a 3-game sweep of Lancaster Bible College, and they continue to be featured in D3Baseball.com's Top 25 national poll. Senior outfielder Kevin Leonard leads the team with 36 runs batted in and 6 home runs. Freshman catcher Corey Schwanger leads the team with a .390 batting average. In the pitching game, junior Danny Eden paces the team with 38 strikeouts, while senior Kyle Mahady has a team-best 2.45 earned run average. Next up for the Lions is a 4-game homestand, including 3 against Penn State Abington. Saturday, April 20th is Senior Day. On the women's side, the softball team has been busy putting together quite an impressive season of their own. The team is 18-8 overall with an 8-4 conference record, good enough for second in the Volt division. The team is also on a 5-game win streak, all against conference opponents. Junior infielder Maddie Lehigh continues to dominate, earning back-to-back weekly United East Conference awards. She leads the team with a .494 batting average and is tied for first in home runs and stolen bases. Freshman Kara Biesiker has been impressive in her own right, pacing the Lady Lions with 21 runs batted in. Freshman pitcher Mackenzie Sauty is still dominating from the mound with 12 wins, a 1.63 earned run average, and 102 strikeouts, all best on the team. Next up for the Lady Lions is a 4 straight home games and 6 straight conference games. A special Mental Health Awareness Day doubleheader at home takes place against Messiah on Monday, April 22nd. Tennis has had a tumultuous season for men and women alike, but both teams have evened things out in the month of April. The men's team has won 4 in a row, and they've all been conference matches, making them undefeated in the United East. The team is 9-5 overall. Freshman Cooper Wheeler leads the team with a 10-1 record, while both Derwin Merka and Zijun Wu have 6 wins of their own. The ladies are also undefeated in the conference and riding a 4-game winning streak. They have a 9-6 overall record. Olivia Bandini is 6-0, Anita Liu is 9-2, and Allison Wooten is 11-1. This trio has been engineering the Lady Lions' recent success. Both the men's and women's team have 3 more matches to close the season, including a final conference contest. They'll play 2 at home and 1 on the road. We'll wrap up intercollegiate athletics with a check-in and recap of golf, which closes this month, and track and field. The best finishes for Harrisburg's golf squad this season came on September 26th, when they placed 2nd out of 8 in the United East Fall Preview, and also on October 23rd, when they finished 3rd of 16 at the Lebanon Valley College Invitational. The golf season finale arrives on Thursday, April 18th, when Harrisburg travels to Danville for the Husky Invitational at Bloomsburg. Track and field has 3 meets remaining in April, and the United East Championships will take place on May 4th and 5th. Recently, Penn State Harrisburg's athletic department organized a Student Athlete Appreciation Day event to celebrate student-athlete accomplishments on campus. I had the chance to attend the event and chat with organizers and students alike.
Delicious food, constant laughter, and beautiful weather were just a few of the defining elements of this year's Student Athlete Appreciation Day event at Penn State Harrisburg that took place on Tuesday, April 6th, just outside the Olmsted building. Students, student athletes, coaches, administrators, and faculty intermingled in the warm afternoon, marking a day of celebration for Harrisburg athletics.
Student Athlete Appreciation Day, one of the rare times that we try to get all of our student athletes, as many coaches as we can, and athletic administrators together in the same place to basically, as you said, celebrate all the hard work that they put in throughout the year for the student athletes. We have about 300, maybe even more. So then that, as I say that out loud, that's an astronomical number, and they work so incredibly hard. We have events, games, practices throughout the entire season, so it is really tough to get that entire group together in one place at one time. And we just wanted to say thank you, and a big thank you has to go out to our Student Athlete Leadership Council Chair, Emily Weber, who connected with Greg Jacobs, who is the president of the Canese Club, and along with Coach Burkett, Angela Burkett, our volleyball head coach, who is also one of the lead advisors, along with myself, for the Student Athlete Leadership Council. There was some weather changes. We had to kind of adjust on the fly a little bit, but it was a fantastic day. Right over here, a lot of food, a lot of fun. Played a staff versus student athletes volleyball match that came down to the wire. So we just wanted to find a way to show that respect and thank our student athletes for all they do. They're busy, they keep their head down, they work incredibly hard, and this was the least we could do.
It was great. I mean, the weather was beautiful, so everyone was outside enjoying the campus, and you know, it felt like everyone was just enjoying the weather, enjoying the day, and it just felt like a great day.
The event was held on Vartan Plaza during the late morning into the early afternoon, and it's an annual occurrence aimed at promoting the hard work and accomplishments of student athletes at Penn State Harrisburg. With 300-plus student athletes at games, practices, and special events happening throughout the year, it's difficult to get everyone in one place. The Student Athlete Awareness event brings all athletics together. Students and staff love the athletics department, and from impressive GPAs to conference championships, the health of Penn State Harrisburg athletics is easy to see.
What they do is unsung, is the best way I can put it. In Division III, you really have to be in love with your sport. You're not getting athletic scholarships, and you're still expected to be at every practice. You're expected to excel in the classroom. You're expected to be a part of your campus community and the community outside of campus as well. And we have so many who, behind the scenes, just work so incredibly hard. They have fantastic grades, they graduate with honors, they do things, are involved in other clubs, other activities, and then when it comes to game time, the expectation is that you're out there trying to win, and not just win, get a 500 record. Here, we've kind of set the bar of we want conference championships, we want to compete in the NCAA tournament, we have All-Americans, we have Woman of the Year finalists, National Player of the Year finalists, things like that, where the bar's been set so high. So many of these student athletes just awe me with their time management skills, with their ability to be so diverse in the things they're involved in on our campus. And then, like I said, you go out there and watch them perform on their field of play. I have nothing but respect for them.
The relationship between the athletics department and the students has always been a strong one, and events like this showcase the mutual support.
So they always make sure I'm staying on top of my grades and just making sure I'm always, just doing the right things and making sure that, my attitude is always positive for how I carry myself throughout my days.
To watch them put our, not just athletic department, but our college in a way on the map with some of the national recognition, regional recognition, record-breaking things that so many of our student athletes have done. In that way, I'm just a fan. And my job is that I get to promote the amazing things that they do. People make it what it is. The people here make it so worthwhile. And yes, I'm going to hang around until they kick me out.
To keep up with Penn State Harrisburg athletics all year long and support the athletic programs on campus, visit athletics.hbg.psu.edu. For Nittany Watch Sports, I'm Caleb Steindel.
What an awesome day of celebration. Thanks to Tom, the athletics department, and student athletes across campus for all they do to make the school proud. Moving on from intercollegiate sports, intramurals have been hitting the courts with 5-on-5 basketball. We're going to head out to our intramural sports reporter, Mitchell Carson, for a recap of their season.
Intramurals hit the courts as 5-on-5 basketball began its season. The season began with a total of 18 teams. After 8 teams were eliminated, it was down to the playoff bracket. The teams, Shattered Backboards and CBFW, had a bye in the quarterfinals and automatically sent to the semifinals. In the quarterfinals, Pool Table played against Having Motion and EBK played against GMG. The results were down to the wire as Having Motion and EBK advanced to the semifinals with scores of 38-30 and 25-20. In the semifinals, it was teams Shattered Backboards versus Having Motion and CBFW versus EBK. It came down to the final 2 teams, Shattered Backboards versus EBK. After a hard-fought battle, Shattered Backboards defeated EBK with a score of 36-26, making them the champions of the intramural 5-on-5 basketball season.
It was amazing, I think, because the people that I won with, I've been working with them and I've been, going to school with them since the beginning of the semester. We literally all met through basketball. Like, I think first day we asked, what are you guys going to do? Where are we going? And we just went to the basketball court and we just hooped. So I think, as far as being students goes, we definitely excel in that area, but working together, companionship, those are my brothers for life, man. I'm going to talk to them to the day I die. Like, those are my people. So, it was definitely a sensation winning. Like,
Mitchell Carson, Penn State Harrisburg, Student Media.
Thanks, Mitchell, and congratulations to Shattered Backboards on winning the intramural 5-on-5 basketball season. Intramurals are down to their final 2 sports, wiffle ball and kickball, and you can read about their seasons in the newspaper The Blue and White Journal, on campus and by going to the website at pshblueandwhitejournal.com. Now, at this point in the show, I usually have a coach or an athlete join me for a studio interview, but today I will be giving up the Sports Report host seat and turning it over to Mitchell Carson for a special intramurals interview. When we come back, Mitchell will be joined by intramural and club sports coordinator Daniel Barlett. This is the Nittany Watch Sports Report.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hello, I'm Mitchell Carson here for the Nittany Watch Sports Report because over the past episodes of Nittany Watch and with Nittany Watch Sports, I have covered intramurals here on campus. And today I have a very special guest with me, the intramural club and sports director for Penn State Harrisburg, Daniel Barlett. And Dan, it's great to have you here.
Thank you, Mitch. It's great to be here. It's a pleasure.
And so people have seen you at intramurals, like advising the refs and advising the players too, along with watching the games. So what exactly do you do as intramural club sports and intramural director?
Sure, yeah. From the inception to completion of everything regarding intramural sports, as well as club sports here on campus. So anything the idea would be generated from our student base, we put on for them.
So speaking of students, how many students participate in an intramural sports team here on campus?
The numbers vary. Right now, an email gets sent out to about 1,200 students currently. Some of those are very active, some are more passive, but that's who we're generating an audience from currently. Some of our teams range from 1, which would be a table tennis scenario, versus maybe upwards of a 20-team roster.
So the number can range from 1 to 20 on all the teams?
Yes, sir. Yeah, for something like football, those rosters are 15 plus for some of their teams.
And to go along with students, how do students benefit from playing an intramural sport?
We believe it's a holistic experience for them. They get to express themselves, get to be competitive, while also maintaining a level of camaraderie, get to meet friends, get out and just be part of the experience here and see our facilities while we govern the whole experience for them.
So it's part of getting an experience along with playing with their friends for a game that they enjoy.
Absolutely.
And with all the games that intramurals have done, I'm not asking to pick a favorite, but Out of all the games, what is your personal favorite intramural sport to watch here on campus?
Yeah, I would not single one out particularly, but we do have a wide variety. We currently offer 12 sports on campus, plus a third we did spike ball. So it's different, varying interests. I would never say one over the other because depending on who we're talking to, they may prefer it. But we do try to offer as much as we possibly can. Same thing with club sports. We have 8 current club sports, but it's really whatever the audience commands is what we'll try to accommodate.
And so, with intramurals wrapping up their last 2 sports right now with wiffle ball and kickball, what can students look forward to beginning next year? Are there any new intramural sports coming?
At the end of every year, we assess everything. We go back over all of our results and attendance, and we make sure that what we're putting on is popular. Obviously, without the student base, we don't exist. So we'll definitely consolidate our efforts and kind of look to see where we want to put all of our resources moving forward.
And the last thing with students is, why should students participate in an intramural sport here on campus?
Again, I think it's a great way to meet people, first and foremost. Get out, outside of the residence halls and outside the classroom, be able to express themselves and really have that, again, holistic experience. That's really what we're after here.
Well, Dan, thank you for joining me today, and we wish you and intramurals the best of luck here on campus.
Yes, thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And to keep up with intramurals, and if you are interested in playing an intramural sport on campus, you can go online to www.imleagues.com/Penn State Harrisburg/intramurals. We'll be right back with the Nittany Watch Sports Report.
Thanks, Mitchell, and thanks, Dan, for joining us at Nittany Watch. With that, my final Nittany Watch Sports Report comes to a close. Thanks to Dr. Nolf, Tom Klemick, the athletics department at Penn State Harrisburg, the school's athletes, the sports crew at Nittany Watch, and all our viewers and supporters for making this such a special reality. It has truly been a privilege and a joy to cover sports here at Penn State Harrisburg and to help contribute to our incredible culture. As always, to keep up with sports all year round, visit the school's athletic page at athletics.hbg.psu.edu and visit the Blue and White Journal website at pshblueandwhitejournal.com. It has been a blast, everyone. I'm Caleb Steindel, and this has been my final Nittany Watch Sports Report. I think I'll join the crew for a final goodbye.
Hi, I'm Matthew Wincoop, Editor-in-Chief of Nittany Watch. Thanks for joining us, Caleb. Let's take a seat. Mitch, it has been great working with you on Nittany Watch and the Blue and White Journal.
Thanks, Matt. It's been a great 3 years here for me. I'm definitely going to miss hosting the show.
It has been a lot of fun. Matthew, why don't you lead the way as we end our final edition of Nittany Watch?
Well, that brings us to the end of our show. Thanks, Michael, for stepping in to host the show and the rest of the crew for their hard work and dedication. You can watch our show on the Penn State Harrisburg Student Media YouTube channel.
Or check out our link on the PSH Student Media website, pshblueandwhitejournal.com. For all of us here at Nittany Watch and WPSH TV, thank you for watching.